Cool. Are we on?
Oh, I think I hope. Wait.
Okay, yeah, because we had like a
Oh,
little blackout situation. I'm like, hold on now, because no, this computer. Now I got this 30-day warranty on this computer. Let's be very clear. I'm like, I know we not messing up when we going live.
yeah.
So what's going on, guys? Already know who it is. This is your boy Darren Green. I'm here holding it down with the official L Teddy. I said your name backwards. It's L Teddy 27 official. How you doing?
Mhm. I'm great, but these episodes send my sensory nerves
Every
into overload. I just, oh, but yeah, let's get into it.
well, yeah, let's let's get on
Because
into it.
when you
Okay,
talk about your girl, your good Judy, I might have
which
to drag her up
one?
a little bit. Your
Okay,
good Judy.
well,
I might have to rip her fake dreads out her head as if her name is Rio and she's on Bad Girls Clubs LA.
I run LA. Anyway, child. Anyway, so we're gonna be talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, episode 3. The tea is served. Okay. Now I feel like the tea was served the second half of the show. I don't know what was going on that first half. You know, yeah, they got to work on bringing in the drama, but I'm glad. And people will talk about Kenya like, oh my gosh, she need to lead a show. She will bring the drama, and we'll get into that when we get into that. One thing that I wanted to talk about before we get into it, like, did you notice like before, like when they gave us like the episode beforehand, and then they gave us the countdown? It was like a little countdown of the Billboard Awards. I'm just like, why are y'all counting down and promoting the Billboard
I
Awards?
didn't watch it live. I caught it afterward.
But see, people that watched the previous episode to get them, ready for the next one, they seen that countdown, and it's just like, how y'all promoting y'all show and y'all promoting the Billboard show? Like, that don't make any sense. Like, we know
Mm.
that people are not gonna watch Real
I
House.
mean, I don't know none of the people who was on the billboards. I only switched over to watch Janet and Mary, and then I went
Jen
back to
and
what
who?
There's only one. All you have to do is say her name. Are you freaking kidding me? There's only
They,
one Janet.
they didn't perform. She didn't perform.
No, she did not.
Oh,
But
okay.
she presented Mary with an award. Shouts out to her. She turned 56 today. Today is her 56th birthday.
Okay.
She still looks amazing. I hope when I get there, I look that good. Dear God. Mm.
Well, I mean, look, we all gonna get there when we get there. Now, let's get into this timeline, child, because it starts off with Kenya planning this birthday party, this birthday tea party that she's gonna have with Brooklyn or whatever, right? Now, hmm, how old is Brooklyn? Like, first of all, I don't even know. She turning 3.
She was like, oh, this is going to be a party she never forgets. Will she even know it happened?
Like
Because
that.
I can't tell you a single thing that happened when I was 3 years old. Let's be clear. I don't. I have no recollection
Uh
of the age of 3. My earliest memory is probably 4
okay.
that I can remember vividly. I might have little glimpses of memories, but my earliest clear memory is
Hmm.
4.
I think meat for me was
Definitely
like
not
5 or
3.
6. To be honest, like she ain't gonna remember this shit. It was a nice
Exactly.
venue. It was a nice venue. It was that party planner. A lot of
The
people said
party planner put that together. That shit was nice.
she needed
I
more
said,
than some
okay.
$10,000-$15,000 because
She
Kenya was
got her $10,000 worth, but I mean, I guess if
uh,
you got $10,000 to just throw around for a 3-year-old's birthday party who would never remember, I guess you do what you do.
weird flex, but it seemed like Kenya was trying to panhandle her. She's like, I'm going through a divorce, and it's
I
really
heard that girl. She was like, "Well, he ain't really helping, and I'm still trying." Girl, either you got, Mama was looking at her like, "Boo, do you have the money or not?"
okay. 'Cause at the end of the day, I ain't working for free.
Right.
You
We
see
ain't,
you see what I put out.
we ain't doing no charity cases around here. Do you have the
Okay.
money or not? Okay, please get your life in order.
So apparently now everybody's talking about how um Mark is trying to get half of everything, and he trying like because she got into like the whole process of
Is
the
he?
divorce. Like yeah, like half of the house. She's trying to get some money, like spousal support. And I'm like, I thought the other season ago you was like, I could build this up. She could have it. This, that, and the third. What happened to that? It's weird. It's really weird.
Well, if you making more money than him, boo, you got to pay him.
I know that's why we got Derek in the chat. For real. I don't know if you agree with what I said about Kenya, but like it's kind of weird that
I
he
don't
was.
feel bad for Kenya. I really don't.
I mean, I
I really
do.
don't. I feel no sympathy for Kenya.
Mm. I kind of do
No.
because all right. I know everybody don't like Kenya. Look, at the end of the day,
I don't like none of these heifers, but what I'm saying is I'm all for they always talk about women empowerment and no slight to women empowerment. I'm here for women empowerment. But
mm,
if the man has to pay the wife if he
mm-hmm,
makes more money, whether or not she does or does not have custody of the child, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You out here over I've been living off of your salary
mm-hmm,
down to the Bravos for all these years, and I done got used to a certain caliber of living. Hey,
yeah.
boo,
And this is why I would not get married. Like, let me tell you, like
not
that.
without a
I ain't gonna
ironclad
build this
prenup.
shit, and then now you want some uh, child. Somebody going to come up dead. Now Xavier said Miss Mark trying to take hold of more manner, just like a messy queen that he is. Look, at the end of the day,
I ain't mad at it. I probably will be doing the same thing.
you
Baby,
talk
you
a
making
good
all
game.
them coins down to the Bravo. Run me my coins, honey. Miss
It's one
Kenya.
thing. It's one thing if he ain't never said if he was on that type of time in the beginning when you flip flop. Not you said she can have all this.
White appliances and all. Run me that white refrigerator. I'll take the white one. You can get a stainless steel one. I'm gonna take that good white one you got there.
Ah! Ugh. Exhibit. I don't have sympathy, but Mark is a child. We can't read that on not on the YouTubers.
What?
Xavier's
Wait.
comment. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think yes, Kenya has done this is almost like the same conversation with Wendy, like all the shit that she's going through. Like you don't talk a good game,
Oh,
you
you can say that on the YouTube, on the tube of you. They that we done
talk.
said much worse. And mine still be green.
I know that's right, but I don't know. I mean, I still feel bad for Kenya. She doesn't deserve this. I wanted her to, have a good marriage and all that good stuff. Because I was a Kenya fan, but like she does have her moments where I'm just like, girl, you need to calm down.
The only thing good about Kenya Moore
Mm-hmm.
is that Mama can wear a sickening dress now. She can wear a dress now.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. She can wear a dress now, but that's about all she can do. She has no other redeeming qualities.
Not no other redeeming qualities. Come on now.
None. None. Like
Mm-hmm.
you out here spending $10,000 on this 3-year old party, but boo, you borrowing allegedly Range Rovers from Lisa Ray. I believe all parts of that.
Oh, you believe
I
Marlo?
believe all parts of it.
Child. I mean, look.
You out here with the white appliances.
Now, see, Lisa Ray she petty like that. She can confirm it. So we would be waiting for what's that show that they got? Sisters of
Mhm.
whatever the
But
soul or
you know, Lisa Ray ain't shit anyway. She's a horrible and deplorable human being. She's an awful human being. Like she has a
something.
horrible soul. You can tell she's horrible inside and out. She's a horrible person. That's why she ain't get nothing for trying to go over there and be the first lady of Turks and Caicos. And baby, they threw you out. They threw you out like a bad conch shell after they had already snatched the conch out. I'm just saying.
Oh Lord, child.
I just hate her voice. I've hated her voice, her whole aesthetic and everything about her since Players Club.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Let me not hate on her. Moving on, where were we at?
So we then cut to Marlo and Sheree at the gym. They doing their little workouts or whatever. Marlo come in there, she act like she about to work out. It's
If
you know,
y'all want me to believe any parts of any of these two whores really working out like that, I mean,
Sheree got some work. I was about to say work done. I didn't mean that. She definitely can get it popping. She's an athlete, you know.
I'm not saying she's not, but this man who looks to be my grandfather's age, if you pay money for a trainer, let's be clear,
Mm.
you're not going over here to hire Grandpa Moses over here, okay? But when you and him is the same age and you
Mhm.
feel like y'all got the same, body makeup, then I guess I see why. Because both of the all of them in that room had AARP cards. Like the
Not
Geritol, the copious amounts of Geritol that was consumed in order to make that scene in the gym with these geriatrics.
I need you to stop. They are early 40s.
In what early 40s?
Well, I mean, well,
Sheree was in her early 40s when the show began, and
oh,
that was 1,000 years ago.
not that. Anyway, they got to talking about some stuff. So Sheree, they get to talk about family stuff. I guess Marlo is trying to go around talking to people about, raising her two boys and, taking, meaning, I don't know what she's, trying to make everything right and trying to
Wasn't
be.
it Sheree's son who meat pictures came out on the internet some years ago?
Yeah, I may have had access to them.
I synced them. I sure synced them.
But see, the
Mhm.
key, because I was watching somebody else's YouTube video and she pointed out that thing too. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay. He worked for Tyler Perry in the wardrobe department.
And we all know what goes down to the TP Studios, baby. They get through having they bust down orgies, and then he roll them out on camera. And whoever did best that
Not
during that night, during the fracas the night before, that's who gets the most lines the next morning. I'm just telling you what I know.
not in the
I love
wardrobe.
you, Tyler. Bring me on down to the studio. I'll help you out now. Just saying.
Okay, yeah, you over there too. You a good little bop there. It's a good little bop for you, child.
Mm,
Look, I'm not
that's
trying to
down
say.
there on the south side, honey. That's a little too ethnic
I ain't
down
trying to
there for
say
me,
nothing.
honey.
Look, everybody could be a wardrobe person. I just
Hmm.
thought
He's
you'd be like
fitting
an
them.
something.
He making sure he do all the fittings. Let me out. No, I gotta get your inseam right here. Hold on, let me measure your inseam.
Okay, girl. Anyway, yo, oh my goodness. Okay, so they get to talk about Light Archive or whatever, and I guess that's when Marlo starts. What did they say about that was brought
They
up again?
started. Well, I know they started talking about the Sheree and Drew and the assistant thing again.
Yeah, yeah. She tells her that. Oh yeah, she says that Candy basically tells
Hmm.
Marlo, and I guess Sheree kind of felt
So this
away
gonna be the big storyline that they're gonna keep, trying so hard to shove down our throat.
from this whole bone collector thing. Y'all be bone collecting off each other. Sheree, you do this all the time. So it's like, what? I feel like,
She called herself being mad at Candy. Girl, is this not exactly what you do?
but she the type of person that she don't like it done to her. That's what it is. That's what it is. And this assistant child, we gonna
I
get to
told
that.
y'all, we'll get to him,
Man,
honey. Oh, child.
we gonna get into
I
that
can't,
messy.
no, I can't. I can't.
Child, but yeah, that's happened. Like I said, the first part of the show, it had like a lot of short form, like conversational moments with these girls. Like it was not that entertaining until we got to the tea party. But
I
anyways,
mean, the best part of the first half for me was seeing my baby daddy and trying to crotch watch as he was sitting there.
when
Um,
what scene?
Aaron Ross, when he was talking to Sonya after he got back, and they tried to tell us about the whole uh, limousine chauffeur business after he had
Oh
got back from
yeah,
Texas,
see, I
and he
forgot
had
about
on his
that.
shorts, and I was over there crotch like baby. I couldn't even pay
Nah,
attention to
he was
what
over
was
here,
going on.
not with
Woo.
the magnifying glass. Okay, nah,
Mm,
trying to look
it's
up in the
crazy.
TV.
Ooh, that's a fine piece of man, dear God. But anyway, but no, at some point we went before that, that was when they were going to go shop for Drew went with this assistant dude to
Mm-hmm.
go shop for gifts um Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yeah. Well, I
And
mean,
he got on my nerve. What's the boy name? Anthony?
yeah, Anthony.
Mama got on my last good nerve.
Yeah, Mama got
I
on my.
believe every
Ah,
part of I believe every part of he's around there, just spilling all kinds of tea on everything. I believe he did work for Sheree. I believe she absolutely did not pay him, but I also believe that his messy ass is around there telling each and everything that he knows about what's going on. He's telling all Sheree business to Drew, but he's likewise telling all Drew's business to Sheree.
yeah, and
Please be clear.
that's what we got after the show. I mean, we'll get into it more once we get to the actual tea party. But yeah, I mean that happens. I think also think that on that scene because Drew was saying some stuff about Sheree as well, and it's like talking about her finances and stuff like that, and they had all those clips of
Mhm.
blog sites telling people of saying that like Sheree don't pay her workers or whatever. Like Drew is entering in her villain era, and I don't know how I feel about it, but
Wait, she's always been a villain. Always.
no, I mean
She's
I feel like
never been a hero.
she tried to be like this good Judy girl, like
Mm-mm,
I'm
mm-mm.
Stan and you have a Delilah
Not
spirit,
for me.
very judgy.
I mean, for me, I
Hmm.
just the boy Anthony just got on my nerve. He was looking for a moment. Every time he comes on screen, he be doing too much and he be trying way too hard to have a moment. Because let's be clear,
You be talking like
when
he
he
got lines. Like I'm like, child, you sound like you're reading.
like he was just over the top and just trying so hard for the camera, and I'm like, girl, can you just be you?
Because they be trying to have that moment. They really be trying to have those little moments that'll make it into like these clips that we will watch forever on YouTube and stuff like that of clapbacks. And it's just like, girl, you're not Dwight, you're not Miss Lawrence or the other person. I forgot the other person name.
And the other thing about it, those moments aren't calculated. Like
Mhm.
anybody who's had a moment like that, it you didn't say, "Oh, I'm gonna plug this in, or I'm gonna make sure." No,
Hey
it
Vovo.
just happens. Hey, Bobo.
Like it's I think and a lot of people are theorizing about Drew. They said that her husband, like the people that she have around, like the assistant, they are all acting. And
Believe it. Oh, I believe that wholeheartedly.
like
I
she's
believe all parts of that.
forcing beefs with people. She is basically like, I don't know what it is. Maybe they
It
told
made
her out her
it,
ear
it
like,
surprised me because
mhm.
Sonya seems like a genuine person, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
know we're gonna get there, but even Sonya was like, I didn't like, where's this coming from with
Where this
Drew?
coming
Like,
from?
I
This
didn't,
whole shift.
right? Like, where? Because when they were there, that's when Sonya called her crying and stuff about getting drugged by this
Yeah.
semi truck. And what pissed me off is here's where he got on my goddamn nerve. Okay,
Hmm.
this punk when she says, Sonya's on the FaceTime crying and she, listen, a fucking 18 wheeler drug me down the street. I'm over here shaking, can barely move. Can you please come get me? She was like, I got you, girl, I'm coming.
Hmm.
And this punk gonna say, I guess no Taco Tuesday. Wait, wait,
No.
hello. This woman damn near lost her life. And you over here talking about, oh, I guess we ain't having tacos today. Bitch, if you don't sit your
Like it's not even funny. Like it's like, what are you
right.
doing? Like what are we doing here? What are we doing? He needs. I need to see him less. I need to see him less. I'm so happy that we seen the one who should not be named less today, but we need to see him
Who
less.
is the one who should not be named?
Child, Ralphie dear.
Oh dear God.
I'm
We're
glad
gonna
we
get
see
enough
him
of
a little
him
bit.
later on. They're gonna bring him back.
They're gonna have to, but he was in LA or whatever. Yeah, we'll get into that when we get into that because when she brought that up, she just said that so casually. I'm like, girl, he is dicking down any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Oh, let me stop.
Ooh, blue.
We going too far. We're going too far. Going too
Um,
fast. Too fast up in here. We're only 20 minutes in. Now, here's the thing. We did skip past this whole Candy and Todd scene that we had. Um, wasn't a lot
about
to talk
them.
about, but I feel like we should mention it. Like, they were talking about how she's working on a play and how she's auditioning for another role somewhere else. And like, I guess they kind of get into it because Todd feels that Candy's doing too much and
Here's
not.
my problem with Todd. Todd, I feel like in the beginning, Todd was calculated in trying to do all of these things along with Candy to
Mm-hmm.
try to prove to her that he was in it for her and he wasn't just trying to, secure the bag with
Yeah.
her. And I think that he purposely went out of his way to get into all of these things jointly with her. But now that, they done been together for a while and he's, I guess proven that, he's really in it to win it with her to her. And now he wants to kind of do his own thing, but this is learned behavior.
Okay.
So when she comes back and says, "No, bitch, how you gonna try to do something by yourself? Now we've been doing all this stuff together the whole time. You made this bad,
Mm-hmm.
Todd." But I think Candy needs to understand too. Men are still gonna be men at the end of the day.
Yeah.
A man wants to feel independent. A man wants to feel like this is something that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And she talk about, I don't understand. I don't know what Candy.
Candy, you
That
got
is
it.
a man
Yep.
telling you you need to let me be a man.
I think also Candy just doesn't. She's been by herself for like so long and been self sufficient. So coming into that dynamic of being like, okay, I'm gonna include my partner and everything. Like she did it herself. So it's kind of hard to put him in certain things. But I also feel like Todd should understand that you're not going to be in every little thing. It's okay. You don't need to be because let's be very clear. Y'all need to focus on the businesses that you do have. Because I heard somewhere somebody was talking about Blaze. The damn store was arrayed. The whole shit was arrayed when they got there. The food wasn't done correctly. The service was horrible. I'm like, not
I
Blaze.
went to Blaze a couple years ago and it was good when I went. It
Okay.
was, but I don't know. I haven't been there recently, so I can't tell you.
Mm-hmm. Like y'all need to be focused on these business. Okay, you need to be on the ground, child. That's look. Candy is doing too much. I definitely feel like she is too because it's like
Absolutely. I think
how
that
you doing a
she
play
spreads
and you
herself too
acting in a
thin.
play. Like
Like like when you have that many things, you never get a chance to really perfect
yeah.
everything. And
Mm,
I think I don't think that the team she has with the amount of businesses that she is doing,
mm-hmm.
she needs to have a whole goddamn near corporate structure
Yes,
for what she wants to do, and she doesn't have that.
it's
She
her
has,
downline.
she has a team, absolutely, but not the size a team that you need for all of the businesses that she has. I mean, think about everything that she's, trying to put her hands in. So what ends up happening is everything is just mediocre, just
Yeah,
regular. There's
yeah.
nothing that's really, really good. Everything is just enough to say I accomplished this, but not
Exactly. And you
top
trying to get
notch.
your EGOT? She over here talking about she want to get the EGOT. So like the Grammy, the Oscar, Tony, all that.
Baby,
But
it ain't gonna happen.
you have to your stuff, your content isn't syncing. Like it's not the only thing, and I don't want to sound like that person, but like not to sound like Phaedra, but your claim to fame is the show. You go, in the Grammy that you made back in the 90s. Like you are not making content that's lasting, that's long lasting. Okay. You got a couple restaurants that is cool, whatever. When it's cool, when it's cool, but when it's not, it's not. You get what I'm saying? And you're doing all this stuff this whole production. I hope to see that this play that you're doing does well, and it's supposed to be in New York, so it's actually on Broadway.
Hmm.
So I mean, I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna stop all this shit right now. You manage OLG, you do this. I'm focusing on this because this Billboard is important. Like, I mean, not Billboard, Broadway is that's big. You know.
But I don't think that's her thing. I think she's one of the producers,
Mm,
and you know how sometimes they'll have a person that's a producer just for their name value,
Uh-huh. Mm,
and they
just
just
some
have
money
them
to it.
on the production list just simply to say, "Oh, so and so is a producer on it," to give it,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
notoriety and things like that.
Producers get Tonys.
Hmm?
Producers get Tonys because that's what she's trying to get with this. I mean,
She definitely ain't gonna get no Tony for being in the play. Let's be clear.
I
Not
mean,
no time
I think
soon.
Candy has the capability of potentially being on a play, and
You
she was.
know, Candy's got singing chops, so that's not.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, she can give you the "every man needs a woman." She can give you that. So
Uh-huh.
and she is aging, so she can give me that. She could be in one of those plays as one of the old grandmas and give you one of them little sexy little growls, and she's singing a little moment, a little tune or two, maybe. But her vocal ability maybe, but her acting ability is not one that's going to garner her any types of
Well,
award.
what was that show where she
She
got her
needs to
back
do
blown
more.
out?
What show?
It was one of them shows. I think it was the Chi or the Key or something. And it because somebody was because I was because see I'll be watching reviews before I get on the show, and they would say yeah she was acting the hell out of that part when she was she was getting dicked down by somebody, child.
I don't remember. I might have saw it, but I don't.
I mean
But
that
the time I've seen her in a couple things.
yeah
Her
that
acting is that child. Her and Beyonce are on the same level of acting, meaning
not
they
her
don't have
and
any.
Beyonce. Now I've seen Candy do some stuff. I mean look,
So you said she not as horrible as the Shy. She was on the Shy. She's
mm-hmm.
the mayor's ex-wife, or she's his ex-wife, and she was his campaign manager, and now she's one of his workers down.
Is she a regular or she just was cameo?
I guess you can call her a regular now. Like she came in what 2 seasons ago now,
Mm.
when the guy that was the head of the drug game ran for mayor, and then that's when Candy came on because she was his ex-wife and became like his campaign manager and stuff like that. She was all right. She wasn't bad. She wasn't. I will say that she
Okay.
wasn't bad, but it wasn't like ooh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Her play on Broadway is nominated for a GLAD award. That's good. All right, GLAD. We like GLAD.
She ain't in it. And I think don't you have to be like an EP on the EP level to get awards? I don't know, Chuck. Don't make me lie. I have no idea.
I mean, look, I hope she gets the EGOT. I hope she does. I'm not. This is not me trying to be like all messy or
I
anything like
mean, I'm sure she has the ability to act like
that.
she
Just need a
probably
plan,
acts in the bedroom every time her and Todd go in the bedroom and she be acting like she like it. She
child.
believes
At
her.
the end of the day, we don't know what's going on. I mean, yeah, he was complaining about that too. Now, see, I didn't know this was a real problem, but I mean, I guess when you get old up in your marriage, I mean, they've been together for like what? I mean, it's been a good 5 years.
I think it's been a little longer than that. I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm
I
like,
know
dang
it's
it,
a little
you got
minute.
that dry. I mean, you can't open up the dungeon. What's going on? This is Candy.
We know she like her blocks be there.
But I think because she do it too much, yeah, that's probably she probably go home, go to sleep. Look, I ain't got time for you right now.
Wasn't her and T-Boz getting into it over Sam Dallas or something back in the day?
Who in T-Bones?
Andy.
Like getting into it, like beefing?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't remember. I don't remember. I wasn't even around that time, so I don't know.
That's back in the day.
Back in the day,
That's back in the 90s.
okay, I was just born.
Because I think T-Boz, I think, was dating Sam Dallas, and I think Candy was getting her back blown out by Sam Dallas. You know,
Ooh, she was a hot
every
girl.
every female group at the time had that chick that was getting her back blown out. Like in Coco, not in Coco. I call the group Coco. The group is SWV, even though it was Coco and the girls. Anyway, we all knew Taj was the girl that was giving it out to anybody who could breathe. And how you know,
Mm,
whenever they did, whenever you saw Coco had a rapper or a rap group
mm.
um featured on their songs, they always called Taj's name. They ain't called Lily. They call Coco, and Coco
Mhm.
is the person they always call Taj's name. Why? Because Taj was in the background giving a sloppy toppy in the doggone on the bus, on the tour bus. That's crazy. I
What
know.
is going?
In the dressing room.
Well, I mean,
Poor
look,
Eddie George married her, and Mary is, kissing on half of the rap industry's peen every time he kisses his wife. Anyway.
okay, moving along.
No, Taj wasn't the only one that was pretty. Taj was all right, but Coco was prettier than Taj back then. Coco was just darker. But
Mm,
back in the day, and
yeah,
Lily
that
was real
colorism.
cute back in the day. Lily was real cute. Taj wasn't that cute back in the day. Taj was giving it up, baby.
Child, look. Anyway, so yeah, Candy. I said Tandy, Candy and Todd. They. I don't know. They just need to. I
I ain't
guess
really care.
I'm not getting
They
into her
just-
storyline. Like I want to see her interact with people. I want to see her get into because she's supposed to be getting into arguments with these girls. So I'm like,
But
ooh, yes.
Candy ain't got no real storyline. She has no reason to be on this show anymore. She has zero reason to still be on the show. She don't have a plot line the first.
Mm,
I haven't had one for quite some time.
yeah, I
So
mean,
we're
ever
going
since
to
the whole
concoct
Phaedra
an
thing.
event reason for her to be on the show.
Hmm. I think it's gonna take Phaedra to come back, but she did say she was gonna leave if Phaedra come back. But like that,
We won't miss you. Goodbye.
you said we won't miss you. I mean, I think she next on the chopping block. Actually, no, I don't because she's about to have like another show on Bravo, and it's supposed to have
I
the
mean,
Escape
I don't
Girls
have a
escape.
problem if Bravo wants to continue giving her other shows and spinoffs, but
Mhm.
for her to still be on this show,
They don't
having
last.
not a single storyline, no reason, no real interaction with these girls. Like she don't have real interaction with these girls like that because she too busy doing all these other things. Like she just literally doesn't have time.
Mm.
Because think about most of the times you see her, she either with Todd or somebody coming to see her, and she in
Yeah,
the middle of handling some business.
or she
She
show up at
don't,
an event.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and she show up at an event because on the casting call it said, "Baby, this is a all hands on deck scene, so we need you here. Put
Mm-hmm.
some time on your calendar."
Because she's only an anchor. Yeah, Candy's very reactive. Like she's reactionary. Like so, whatever the energy is being put out in her direction, she'll combat it. But when there was nothing going on, like Candy just she's in the sideline laughing, ha, like her little stupid laugh that she be doing. She's like, girl, I mean, look, Bravo seems to like her because they keep on giving
And
her
that's
the same
okay.
show.
I'm okay with give her little shows, but on
Mhm.
Real Housewives, y'all can do better.
Yeah,
But hell, they keep robbing on Potomac, so hell, you might as well keep Candy.
and when are we gonna get before we get into this tea party? Because that's the last topic. Because that's the last scene. When we gonna get married in medicine? What's I'm hearing about it.
I don't,
You don't watch that show?
I don't care for those girls. I watch it every now and again, and I'll be like, all right, oh, all right,
Look,
oh.
I'm into it. It's
uh,
it's a good show. It's you
I
gotta
mean,
keep.
every time it's like Basketball Wives. Like I'll try, and I'll be
Yeah,
like,
everybody
oh,
talking about that.
all
I don't
right.
know. I don't know about these VH1 shows. I literally stopped watching Love and Hip Hop. I'm just
It's unwatchable.
yeah.
I literally stopped. I stopped in the middle of this last season of
Uh-huh.
Atlanta and this last season of Miami. It was just unwatchable.
Mm-hmm.
And now that Mona Scott is not over and they got a whole new production team and everything, it is just really
Mona's
dreadful.
not doing it no more.
Mm-mm.
She better be getting paid though. I know she didn't sign it away.
I don't know what she did, but I know her and her production team is not over it no more. It's no more Mona Me Productions at the end.
They be
They
getting
said
rid
it's
of
the same people who do Black Ink Crew,
it.
and that show been unwatchable.
I never did. I tried to get into it so many times because I stopped watching it. They need to bring back Mona Sky Young. Mona Sky Young, she brought the drama. She even though people used to say some vile stuff about her,
They
like
did, but she knew how to create drama.
she
She almost
did.
got expelled from her sorority over some drama.
What was she?
She's a Delta. And
Uh,
remember, she tried to come out with that show, Lion Sisters, about the Deltas, and all of the Divine Nine was not here for it. They wrote all kinds of
no,
petitions.
that was
It
her.
lasted all of 2 episodes. You know, the Deltas are like a whole army. They're the
Uh-huh.
largest of all of the Divine Nine. Them the ones you don't play with.
Okay.
And Mona isn't Delta. She is. She is absolutely a member of Delta Sigma Theta, my child.
I
She
guess she
crossed the
thought
line to
she
them.
was in it like it shouldn't be. Well,
A
I didn't know
mess.
she was behind that. But back on
Hmm.
topic. So we get on to the tea party. Okay, so it's a nice venue, as we said earlier in the video. It was nice, like that person that did that party planner.
I
Like,
need to go back and get her name because when I get some money, I need to
okay,
have her as my party planner.
okay, because
It was real nice.
was done. Okay, it looked like they was out in the Garden of Eden. Okay, all that greenery.
It was real nice.
Yeah,
I
Ken
ain't
got
gonna
a lot of
lie.
white friends. I'm like, okay, all right, Ken, all right, Ken.
The only problem I had with Kenya was like, girl, what is going on with your hair? I don't even get into
Even
hair and
Amy
fashion, but
Winehouse.
her hair looked a goddamn mess.
I mean, go
A
with a reason,
damn mess.
child, not Amy Winehouse, but it. What, it was like one of them bump, you know, them little bumps that them white girls be having, like them little things that you seen on TV with the little. You see, you know what I'm talking about. It'd be that bump. I'm like,
I don't even know how they get it there either. Child.
Kenya having white friends actually tracks. Child. It just looked weird. It did. I mean, I didn't know Kenya. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you're rich and you're in areas where there's like a lot of you live in like high end places, so you're gonna get a lot of white people. A lot of white people, are in those.
Normally, I might go with you on that, but this is Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So the areas where you have high end people, it's still a whole lot of black people there.
A whole lot of black people. Mm.
This is Atlanta.
Look, I'm not trying to say nothing because me and my best friend was talking about it, and it do be looking like Kenya be that COON, can't say the word because it's now a slur, but yeah, like
She be putting on her best Sambo and stepping fetches.
not Sambo.
Mhm.
Child, raccoon. Anyway, so Sheree walks in, everybody late, like, and all this is like, dang, not everybody late.
Ray walked in looking like somebody's great aunt. You know what I'm saying? Like your grandma's
Oh, with the
sister.
little,
Like, and then she had on this veil like she was going to somebody's funeral or something. Like I was trying to. She just the whole episode to me, her age stood out to me. Like she just seemed so out of place. Marlo does the best she can. Like Marlo's a girl of a certain age,
yeah,
but she does. She tries to keep her aesthetic and everything. At least to where it doesn't feel too out of place.
mm-hmm.
Sheree just seemed like, girl, why are you here?
What are we doing?
Girl, like she looked like somebody's great aunt. Oh, that's my grandma. One of my grandma's younger sister. Child, yeah, honey. She graduated way back. She graduated before my mom was born, honey. Child, yeah,
Not way back.
child, she graduated in '69. Mm. Like she seemed really old in this episode. So when she came on, looking all demure and everything,
Ah,
in the veil, even her outfit, it just was not cute. Like it would be cute at the AARP homecoming pageant,
mm. Not at
but
the
girl,
not
not
the home. No, I'll take
at literally at the Shady Pines home.
it.
You know, because it was like sure, girl, she just seemed really out of place, and even like just even her way of going back and forth with Drew, because Drew was wrong as all get out, but
Yeah,
even just the way she engaged with Drew once, it just seemed so generational. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not generational.
It
You've been coming
did.
for her age the entire episode. I cannot
I
with you.
mean, it stuck out like a sore thumb to me with Sheree this episode. And let's be clear, she has some peers. I mean, Marlo is older than God as well.
Not Marla older than God child. Look,
But
now,
Marlo doesn't ooze, I'm old like Sheree did.
yeah, yeah.
And sometimes Sheree doesn't. Sometimes it worked, but whoever she had pick her stuff
But
this
I feel like Sheree always dressed like that. Like she always dressed like, very, vintage. Very.
you call it vintage, we call it old. Stop being nice to that woman. Maybe she dressed real old.
I mean,
Vintage.
even from day one, child. Okay, like that's just who Sheree is. I mean, that's I mean,
Child. So first of all, can I say, first of all, Kenya, I'm with everybody else. You are having a party for
mhm.
your 3-year-old daughter. You got a whole room full of kids over here. Why are you playing a spill the tea game? At it would be one thing if you were at an outside venue. You know what I'm saying? Because normally when you think of kids party, you have it at like a park or something where the
Mhm.
kids could go, or in a big backyard, and maybe not necessarily a
They could
park.
be like separated.
Right. They
Mhm.
outside playing. You got a couple of the big kids making sure they watch out for the younger kids, and the adults inside drinking and having playing cards, having a good time getting it in. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
This was not that. It was a smaller, closed in place. And these kids sit right here over the side. And y'all talk about people sucking dick and shit. Like, girl,
First of all, let's get into that. Let's get into that. No, because like there was some
first
questions.
of all, she knows her audience. So she knew when she did that, the shit was gonna go left. She knew it was
Yeah.
gonna go left.
No,
You knew that.
that's why I will always say to this day, Kenya is vital to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't care how much you don't like her and how much you feel like she is the problem. She bring the drama. If it was not for that scene, this episode would have been ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it ricocheted into Drew versus Sheree, then Sheree and Candy and all this other stuff. They said, first of all, they said
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, and I still to this day I want to know who wrote that. They said Candy was sucking dick in the locker room. Who said who?
Like, where did that even come from?
And not Candy get mad. I just like at the end of the day, like
Even though Candy, you do got a whole song talking about you being a hoe that goes, when you're out in the club, don't think I'm not. Even when you're out making love, don't think I'm not. When you feeling good and somebody's fine, getting hot, don't stop. Just don't think I'm not. Cause I'm out getting mine. That song was about.
mm,
But you got a whole song
the
saying,
way
bitch, I'm
she
gonna be
reacted to it is like it's giving projecting. Like why are you so mad about it if it didn't happen? Like she was really trying to figure out who did it. I think Kenya was writing the shit. I think Kenya was writing shit on air. Ain't nowhere in the world. Look, everybody they went around every confessional saying, I didn't write it. I didn't write it. Kenya wrote that shit. Kenya wrote it because she knew it was going to stir the pot. It was going to start off. I mean, I think everybody, and it's very particular how each person picked up a card that,
right. That
like, it was
and to
against
me, that's
somebody.
how you knew
Yeah.
this shit was staged.
Yeah.
Because it's no way serendipitously everybody is picking, a card that's specifically about them. I mean, like, girl.
It's like, oh, Sheree don't pay her assistant. It's like, oh, Drew had it. Like, what? What? And then someone talked about a little archive. It was like, I can't. They said I can't get past the email or something that they couldn't like connect with somebody to get, I guess, one of the clothes. She said, "Oh, we pick and choose." So whoever asked
Which
that
sounds
question,
like a lie.
you ain't good enough to get the clothes. Okay,
And I believe every part of that she bought a used Rolls Royce.
not. Yo, you think Kenya definitely wrote that one? Uh, not a used Rolls Royce. Because yeah, Kenya and Marlo did get into it. They kind of went back and forth or whatever. And I don't know. I mean, I love their banter. Like it's banter. It's nothing. That's what I like about Atlanta. Like it's like it's not too serious, right? Like they're not saying nothing out the way, and they really be joking about it. Like they are both of them are key.
It was
So
banter until Drew and old
with
girl got into it.
Drew and
And first of all, Drew, when you heard clearly when Moneta said, "Is
yes,
this the same guy who said yo that Ralph is gay?" Baby, that's why you got so angry. And then later on, oh, I didn't even hear what she said. Oh, bitch, you heard exactly what she
you heard
said.
exactly what she said because the way you reacted, honey, and mind you, the way you reacted is concerning me because
If your husband ain't even know what girl, you gonna be like, child, girl, okay, move it on.
talk about something you gonna
That's
put
not
on
even a thought.
probation. Probation. Like Drew is, and I made a tweet about this. I'm like, Drew is stupid, stupid. Like she is really dumb. Like she's not a smart person, and it shows every episode, and it's getting worse and worse. And that's kind of why I like it. That's why I'm starting to like her this season because I mean, like it's so stupid, but it's I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the show because it's just so it's the foolery. It's really the fact that this girl clearly this assistants talk about both of y'all behind y'all back. And your ass is talking about some. Well, I feel like you should have talked to me about that if he was saying that. If he was saying that stuff,
First of all,
I don't know
both of
you.
them look stupid because Sheree, if you believe what he's saying about Drew,
Uh-huh.
clearly what he's telling Drew about you must be if you saying you believe what he's saying about Drew is true, Sheree, then that means that whatever Drew has about you has to be true. Because he obviously you believe he's credible. So he ain't telling no lies.
Okay.
Why would he tell you who obviously ain't paying him the truth, but tell Drew a lie who actually is paying him?
Child. Not Ralph. I mean, look, when I first heard that, I was watching with my mom. I was like, I
They
had a little
listen.
inkling,
In my book,
but
listen, the heterosexual delegation, the straight delegation, y'all can have it. I I can only speak for myself down here at the Rainbow Coalition compound, but in my wing of the, because I got a whole wing to myself. Okay,
oh, oh,
I
oh,
I have
Pearl.
a, I have a whole sublet within the wing, my wing of the Rainbow Coalition compound. But what I'm saying is, he can't come over. If he is coming on the Rainbow Coalition compound, he ain't coming over here to my area because I don't want no parts of him. He can sit right on out there with the heterosexual delegation. So
Child.
y'all don't, I don't want no parts of him. He ain't even that, and people be going on and about. He ain't even that cute to me. He's not that cute
I mean,
to me.
he is. I mean, it's the body. It's kind of the face.
His
Like,
body is not made right to me. Like when they had that meal with just the guys, and you
mm,
got a chance to look at how robust his body was
mm,
made, looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy or something like that. He was giving me Michelin Man a little bit in the body, like it wasn't taut. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
oh
giving.
my
But
goodness.
I mean, even when you compare them against Todd, who's like 10 years older than him, Todd looked better in the body than him. And I
Mm,
don't even like Todd like that. I mean, it doesn't help that you was also standing by Aaron, who's a specimen.
not
But
specimen, child. Honey, look.
one of the girls who go up for Ralph, Ralph just don't do it for me like that. Like
Yeah, Ralph. I mean, yeah, he is an asshole. He's a piece of shit. Like, you know what I'm
he's
saying?
never been he never been that cute to
But
me.
he do look good, yeah. He do. I'm not gonna lie about that.
To me, it's that Aaron.
I mean, look, he look, look.
Whew.
But I'm also glad that we've seen less of him. Okay, we found out that he's in L.A.
Can he
He,
stay?
child, he getting hit or being. Let me stop.
So do you believe that the man is, taking it up the booty shoot or giving it up somebody's booty shoot?
Ralph would definitely be a top.
Don't believe that. Do not
You
believe that.
know them tops messy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Vice versa.
He gives me that he'll get right on in there and will tell you he's the top, and then you take your finger and lick on it and go around the booty hole, and it will slide right in.
Now do me.
And you might be, he shit. he might be doing you all the while he's thinking about where's my
Child.
because
You
he
better watch out. And my thing is this: like they're gonna get into it in the next episode because I guess Sheree has the actual receipts of the assistant saying that. So and he's there. So
my question is first of all, assistant guy, how would you know?
mhm,
Are you alleging that you did something? Are you putting one of your good Judies out there and
mhm.
saying that one of your good Judies that you know done been with him?
Like
I
we're
mean, you saw somebody out to eat or out to dinner with somebody that makes them fucking. Like, I want to know what real and clear evidence you have to make that estimate. Because you know the girls like to put on and say, oh, just because, oh, I saw he was over there at the restaurant. Okay, him and a friend went to go get something to eat at a goddamn restaurant. That don't mean they on the goddamn date. The girls love to make somebody gay, and they not gay.
yeah, yeah, them the
They
gator.
love to do that. And my thing is, if you don't have clear and present evidence of this man
Mhm,
with real text messages that you know from him saying, "Oh, I want to come and have you slob on my knob or stick it up in you or you stick it up in me."
mm,
How are you making this, you know, thing about? And don't even tell me, "Oh, I saw his profile on such and such." Now you know the girls love to catfish on the apps and be having all kinds of celebrities
mhm.
pictures and stuff all over their profiles, acting like it's them.
I mean, like for real. Like, is I want to know. I want to see them. I want to see Drew confront him and be like, "Where? Why would you say this? And where the hell did you get this from?"
Because I'm
I
telling
definitely
you
feel like
now,
he's cheating. Like I said, I mean, I had an inkling, but it's not.
please be warned. If we get to this evidence and it is not conclusive evidence, I'm
Mhm.
going to come on here and I'm going to drag him for 10
I
minutes.
hope we never see him again in this season.
I will drag him with reckless abandon. If
Child.
we get to this evidence and this is not real evidence, now
Mhm.
let me also say we haven't heard him say this. This
Mhm.
is Real Housewives, and this could be a oh well, this could be a charade planted piece of you
Mhm.
know poison tea. Well, girl, let me just make this up. You know what I'm saying? So the people say that he's talking about Drew to me, I can pretty much say anything and say that the boy is saying that I ain't paying him. He don't work for me no more. So I can do anything. Let me go ahead and plant this to Moneta
Yep.
and put that out there. And she'll, I ain't got to say nothing. She's going to go ahead and spill this tea and put it on the Anthony guy. I done got a good dig at Drew. I done put it on somebody that I don't have no ties to, and everybody going to hate
Okay.
him. That can get all the smoke off of me, and that can make everybody hate him, and it'll get the smoke off the fact that I ain't paid this boy not a dime.
Because she's Sheree's strategic. She's a
Yeah, that would be a
bad person.
strategic EOT that she could just plant that don't have no receipt. The boy ain't said, ain't no evidence of any of this nowhere in America.
Hmm.
I need to see
He
it.
better roll with that. He better roll with. Oh, I never said that. Sheree's lying because if he, well, I mean, I think he's gonna do that anyway, but because it just makes the most sense. He's not gonna be like, well, I mean, I did. Say, he's not gonna admit saying that. But if Sheree got the receipts of him actually, because I think that's what I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
he's.
need to see these receipts. That's what I
I
need
don't
to
know if
see.
you've seen the sneak preview, but apparently Sheree
I
does
saw
have
that she was
receipts.
showing some picture or something. All I saw was they showed like she was showing a picture or
Hmm.
a social media post or something. But that still is not conclusive because be clear, Ralph is not if he is, undercover or whatever. You're not posting social media posts about somebody.
Hmm.
You're not doing you're just not doing that.
Yeah.
You're just not.
Child, I don't know. I can't wait for next episode because we got to get to the bottom of this. Like, not the bottom. No pun intended.
Oh,
But
all puns intended.
child, man, I think this is like a running. This is like a running accusation. Like, I think
I
everybody
mean, the boy
like,
Anthony
ah,
had more of a listen. The boy Anthony got more of a storyline than Candy.
yeah. I mean, people talk. I mean, this damn assistant has been talked about since day motherfucking one. Like, oh, he bet. I hope he getting the check off of this. I just hope he getting a check, a friendship.
Hello, hello.
Because if you're not, I'm like, child, okay.
Exactly. If you out here doing all this and you ain't
You're
getting out of check the first,
and you're only gonna get your little 15 minutes of fame. Like, if you're not like getting paid to friend, like, what's the point? But like, you think that you're gonna get some type of comeuppance after being a part of this and starting this drama, but it's like, no. I mean, you're not even going to Love and Hip Hop. Like, you will probably be on somebody's YouTube series. You know, it's. Oh, I was on Housewives. Okay, for like 13.5 seconds. Because once they drop your ass,
like we're not gonna even remember you.
mm-hmm.
Like you gonna tell us, oh, I was on Real Housewives. We're gonna be like, when?
Oh, and what
What?
was you doing there?
Right? Was you an extra in the background?
Not an extra in the background.
So yeah,
Messy, messy, messy. I mean, but that's it. That's pretty much it for that. What happened in the
pretty
show?
much it. Like you said, if it wasn't for that tea party, I
Yeah.
don't know why them white women was there all. Oh, I am
Oh my
so appalled. If
God,
you don't
I'm
go sit
leaving.
your first of all, based on what you had on, you didn't even belong there. Like, see what she had on, the one that was complaining with that white dress.
Uh-huh.
She looked like she ain't have no money either. Not looking the way she looked, baby. You ain't got no money. You ain't belong there. That's the first time
Not
you even been
not
in a
can
place
you
like that,
buying extras.
girl.
Can you buying extras, child? I'm telling you.
Mama looked like trailer trash that rolled up in. I had to went and spent 3 paychecks on that ugly ass white dress she had on. She looked damn
How dreadful.
just dreadful. So, child, why people must be know my schedule because people are calling me like it is. Jesus God.
Oh Lord.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's pretty much it for this show. We seen some clips of the next episode. Look like it's gonna get
we see Sheree got mad with Candy. I don't know without
Oh yeah, Sheree says,
get
"Oh,
your
we're gonna
body.
have our time." She was like, "We're gonna talk." I'm like, "Oh,
What
okay."
we need to talk about?
Something, child.
Girl.
You know, she's like, Kitty's like, "Girl, okay, whatever." Like,
I mean, quiet as it's kept, Candy, you need to be drawing at whatever storylines you can. So you might as well go ahead and get into it with Sheree.
your ass end up like
Franklin.
Cynthia, honey. They sit there
I,
offering for
I would have went right there where what you need to talk to me about. You need a loan? You need me to let you hold some money, bitch?
not alone, honey. You know she need them payments off that Chateau Sheree. She cannot. I, it's becoming a mystery.
Oh, you need to talk to me? You need advice on how to keep money or advice on how to get, a real house? Advice on how to have a real career, have real money coming in? That's what you want to talk to me about? Good, I would have read straight her fucking right. You want advice on how to not look like you somebody's great grandma?
Mm. Child. Sheree just got
You want advice on how to have a real husband and man, not somebody who's done time in a fucking penitentiary, in correctional institutions.
a
Anyway, it was a all right episode at the end.
mhm. I mean, yeah, like the first part, it was like I said, it was not given what it was supposed to have gave, but like I said, Kenya brought the mess, and the mess was okay. Like it was definitely we're definitely getting into the shade. We're definitely getting into these little arguments and these little beefs that is going to be apparent in like the next coming episodes. I think there's something supposed to be going on. They're supposed to. I'm not sure if it's their first trip, but it's supposed to be doing
They're
something.
going to New York or something like that.
Yeah, they're going to New York. I think it's for Candy's thing. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of like their first trip. Okay, so cool. Like, hopefully some stuff conspires off of that. But other than that, like Drew, you is a dummy. Sheree, I don't know what to say about you, girl. But we're gonna see what happens with Sheree and Marlo and like Archive Child is giving very much the least. But anyway, Kenya, like, keep doing what you're doing, Kenya. She's on that new road, high
Mhm.
ground. Not trying to get into the mess, but kind of getting into the mess. Wonder when that I don't know,
I,
child.
mhm. I think Kenya needs Portia on the show,
Yeah,
but
she needs like a verse, like
mhm.
a arch
And
nemesis.
none of the and Drew is not a Portia to go at Kenya like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So there's nobody really to be really, rolling around in the muck and mire with.
yeah.
I guess.
We
So,
shall see what happens on this damn show. But until next time, I'm your host, Darren Green. This is El Teddy, and this is the Darren Green Show. We signing out. See y'all next week. We're gonna be on El Teddy's page, okay? All right, let's go ahead and end this broadcast.